So you have a new hire in your team and you might be thinking, what do you actually do for an onboarding? Where do you begin? How long is this supposed to take? And why don't these people just come already set up knowing what they have to do? Why all the hassle? Look, I can understand a bit of that frustration, but there's a point for all this hassle because it pays off, not just for the person coming in your team, but for your success as a leader as well. If you do the onboarding right, trust me, it will pay off. My name is Alex Claude. Welcome once again to Storyarc, and today we're going to talk about how to make the onboarding process a lot more fun, effective, and to make sure that it pays off all the time that you invest in it. Number one, make sure that everything is logistically and administratively speaking ready for that person to start their job. It would be weird for the person to come and then realize they don't have a badge to get into the building, they don't have an account to actually use the platform, and so on and so forth. And it's not just about having these things prepared, it's about also making sure that they actually work. What would happen if they have the badge, but it only gives them entrance to the wrong part of the building? Or they have an account, but guess what? It's limited use, it doesn't have all the credentials necessary. That means more phone calls, more hassle. So make sure you have everything set up and check in on your new hire to make sure that they understood all of the steps that are ahead of them. Number two, have a team member be assigned as their buddy throughout the whole process. At first, you might feel that that should be your responsibility, but it's better to give them a little bit of breathing space. Most people feel much more comfortable when they interact with someone at their same level. Plus, this way you create more synergy inside the team. Whenever there's an open meeting, you will definitely ask for feedback, but that's when most new hires feel very shy and don't feel comfortable asking you questions. Here, the buddy manages to solve that pretty quickly. And of course, this is their entry point to better understanding how the company works, the general working environment. So make sure you assign someone you trust and who has a positive outlook on what's going on in the company. Number three, make sure that they're receiving the proper training needed so that they can fulfill their work. Most of the times we would assume that people just come already prepared to do their job, but you have to accustom them to the way things work around here. And it's not just about the technical aspects of the work. There are other elements that most of the times are not going to be found in training books. And those are the stories, the things that have not worked in the past and they should know how to avoid. There can be liabilities from simple social media pictures that create a bit of a problem in terms of the company's branding, to the point where there are certain procedures that are very prone to failure. And this is a good opportunity for you and your colleagues to talk about those failures because you don't want the past to repeat itself again and again. Number four, make sure that they're also properly introduced to everybody in the team and the people they're supposed to collaborate with in their new role. As a leader, you have this responsibility of connecting them to everyone else. But just make sure that you don't steal the show and start gossiping about everybody in the room. In fact, let every person present themselves as they seem fit. Besides that, just understand that you also are the connector to other levels of authority. So if at any point you feel that it would be interesting for them to meet someone higher up, facilitate that. They will appreciate it and they will feel that, okay, here is a space where I can feel open and I can connect with the people inside the company. Number five, after you take care of all of the official trainings and introductions, make sure that there's also space for some fun to happen. It can be as simple as having a simple beer night, or you can even set up a movie night, a board game night. Leave space for people to get to know each other in their own way and for things to happen organically. And just make sure that there's no space for bullying and other stuff because at the end of the day, we're still gonna have to be colleagues the next day. Number six, make sure to also check in on the onboarding process from time to time. Now, they might have a few weeks of already working, they've received some training, they've met some of the people, see where they are actually at, how do they feel? Get an honest sensing because in the meetings, in the trainings, everything might seem good on the surface, but deep down, maybe there's some things that they don't feel uncomfortable with. This way, if there are any hiccups in their experience, you will make sure to quickly identify and hopefully solve them. And number seven, make sure to give your new hire independence when it comes to taking responsibilities. It's good to check in from time to time, don't get me wrong, but it's important that we also give them the space to trust their own gut, to make the right decisions, and to feel independent and autonomous in their work. If they feel like a looming presence, that you're always there, sometimes even if you're coming with the good intentions, they feel pressured and they feel like they always have to do the right thing. Let everybody find their own rhythm because in time they will find it and they will perform more than you can even expect. So that's about it. Simple, right? Now, we've mentioned in the beginning of the video, it can feel like a little bit of a hassle, but it does pay off because at the end of the day, it makes your new hire feel safer, more comfortable, and more likely, statistically speaking, to perform in the new role. And this is much, much better rather than just throwing someone in the pits of work. If you liked this video, make sure to like, comment, and who knows, you might even subscribe. It's free. That being said, thank you for watching and see you next time here at Storyarc.